Oh, how's it going this morning? So, we have some curiosity with what I got in that box the other day, besides the giant frequency counter controversy. Okay, well, there's one little trinket. So, I believe this is a crystal. It might be somewhat, kind of. Pardon me, I haven't talked much today. I believe it's ovenized, sort of. And, well, apparently it's crystal, or potentially could be crystals. Anyway, it says it's 1 megahertz. And it looks like it just has a little heater right here. That's what that little strip is, and it kind of clamps over that. That's kind of a fun toy to play with that. Who needs a precision oscillator when you got a 10-cent oscillator? It's just got a tube type socket. Interesting enough. This caught my eye. What I did was I at the auction I dug around in this box, and nobody really paid much attention to it. It looked like it just had a lot of crap on the top. You gotta dig in those boxes sometime. Anyway, this is an inline watt meter is what this is. There's no meter part, but it's got the slugs. It's kind of like a bird watt meter. They use these slugs, and they detect the RF. They kind of sample it. There's the actual center feed line. This one just happens to have N connectors. Let's hear it for the N connector. N connector was developed at Maubell. Sorry, I'm kind of... There we go. Anyway, the slug kind of picks up inductively, or coupling off that center, and then transfers the energy it detects. See that little tab there? And then the tab goes in there, and then it comes out there and scurries by a cable over to the meter. This one's a little unusual because it's a double one. So the direction of these arrows is kind of the direction of the power. So you could use this as a kind of a double-lined or dual movement SWR meter. This is also a little unusual. It actually has another range. That's what these little buttons are. They're a lower range. You punch them and it drops down. So it's 12 watts or 2.5 watts. These are at kind of high, above high frequency a little bit. They're from 108 to 400 megahertz. So I guess that's through the VHF. This is probably a general purpose watt meter. It looks like it, well, I was going to say it looks like it was bolted down, but I don't see any mounting flanges to bolt this thing down. Anyway, it was kind of a good find. You want to change those slugs for different frequency ranges and different wattages. No big deal. You just pop them out and away you go. Yeah, what else we get? A lot of Allen keys. These caught my eye. They were just loose in the box. There's actually another couple bags of them actually. These caught my eye because they're unused. They're just, sorry, they're just new. And the other thing that caught my eye is, I don't know if you can see this, we'll give it a go. Yeah, right there. Well, most of them are metric, and they're Craftsman. They're pretty decent Allen key, and the best part is if I bug them up, Craftsman or Sears will replace them free of charge. This was a good score. It's a little GPS unit. Before I, what the hell was that? That didn't sound good. Maybe the snow removal. It snowed the other day, so we're still picking up the pieces. I threw batteries in this. It just takes a couple of double A's. I threw some batteries in there, and we'll give her a go. I thought I'd save the surprise for down here. So, what do we got here? There's some kind of a connector there. The best part is this thing has a memory, or a decent memory. We can find out where maybe it came from. So is that power? Let's see, maybe this is power. Whoop. So it looks like it's trying to fire up. Okay, so something's happening. E-Trax. Oh, it's a Garmin. There, I was looking at that going, who makes Legend? Oh, there's the, this is kind of a translucent case. You can see the GPS antenna in there. These things have really gotten cheap over the past few years. They're, you know, actually they're just about one IC. I was trying to find the satellite. It's not going to find anything down here. So how do you shut this off? Oh, I could take it upstairs. What's that do? Does that shut it off? There we go. Okay. So that was fun. Found these handy talkies. That's an ICOM something. And it tries to power up. Well, I did. I fiddled with it enough. It's dead. I don't know what kind of an ICOM that is. The kind of chunky monkey kind. I thought maybe the. Oh, here we go. Oh, an IC-F4. Whatever that is. I don't know my ICOMs very well. They don't interest me. So, without a battery charger, I'm kind of SOL. There's a clue. So there's plus and minus right there. That's kind of interesting. The battery's almost as big as the radio. It's pretty heavy. It says it's 1,000 milliamp. 9.6. So I might be able to charge those tabs. It's probably UHF, isn't it? I don't know. That was in that box. And there was a bunch of components, just loose components in there. There's a Bofang in there. And I took it over to a friend. It did just the radio. There was no charger. I took it over to a friend of mine's. And it fires up. And it appears to be programmed. And we programmed a couple channels in it, and it works just fine. It appears to. I'm not a big VHF and UHF. I don't know. Are these VHF? I can't remember. It's the VU5R. I think that's V and probably the V and the U is the VHF, UHF. Anyway, they don't interest me a terrible lot. So I don't know. Sorry about that. I keep moving up here. I need a camera person. So I don't know, it appears to work, but I don't have a charger. It's going to be one of those deals where I can probably find a charger, but it's going to be as much as if I bought a whole new radio. Or about half the cost. I don't know, we'll look around. I don't know how he took that battery off of there. I didn't see him do it. Push. Okay, there's a little handy button right there. There it comes. So what is that? That's 7 volts. It's a Bofang. Man, it's, again, the battery is as big as the radio. Oh, so it's VHF and UHF. Okay. 5 watts, huh? Okay. Looks like it's charged there. So there's a plus and a minus and a T. I wonder if that's temperature or something. A lot of these packs have safety valves on them so you don't overcharge them. And I'll look that up. What else was in there? Well, looks like that's kind of the end of the road. There was some little proto boards which looked fun to play with. If I'm going to build some trinkets. All for $5. Everybody was asleep at the switch. That crowd was pretty. Actually, I think the majority of people were there for the furniture. There was a lot of really nice desks and stuff that I think this guy was using for his radios and stuff. There was some other stuff. There was some bigger stuff. Computers, there's a lot of computerized stuff that was pretty modern that everybody seemed very interested in. Nobody's interested in the radios. I was kind of surprised. There wasn't anything really super old like I normally like, or even moderately old, so that put a zap on there. There were some tools, just basic tools. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else was there. I did get a kind of an interesting watt meter, but not an RF watt meter, you know, for power consumed watt meter. And we'll look at that later by itself. So there you go. There's what other goodies are in the box, and the word is goodies. There's some good goodies there. I don't know if that ICOM works or not. It tried to turn on, but only briefly. The batteries run down. You never get anything that has a battery in it, and usually it doesn't work. John even warned me about that. He said, well, that battery's probably dead in the Baofeng. But he threw it in his charger, so I guess if I want to charge it, I'll have to go over to his house every 10 minutes. Oh well. Take it easy. Have a great day.